Hello Cancer and welcome to the Green Woman Tarot. This is a reading for Cancer for the second half of January 2021. So that's from the 15th of January onwards, and it's a general reading just to see what sort of energies are around you at this time, to see what's on the cards for you. But before we delve into the tarot reading, I need to consult the Oracle. And this is the Rhyme and Reason card deck from the Wychwood Oracle. And I'll use this to draw a couple of cards just to start your reading off with. So let's see what words of wisdom the mysterious Oracle has for Cancer for the second half of January 2021. What messages are here for Cancer for the second half of January 2021? What does Cancer need to know? Just fan the deck out and pick a couple of cards at random. Right, let's see what you get. You have the Architect, a card of purpose. In the halls of mice and men, behind the scenes you weave and spin, a subtle web of endless span. So it's quietly going about making something, creating something with a sense of purpose. And then you've got a card of caution, the Rose and Thorn. A trusting hand, a flowering bud, the hidden barb will claim its blood. So though there's something beautiful there, that has a downside to it, something that could hurt, something that could jeopardize or injure perhaps something that you're building up. So there you have it, the rose with its thorn and the spider in its web, the Architect and the Rose and Thorn. So let's see where the rest of the reading goes. Let's see what is on the cards for Cancer for second half of January 2021. What messages are here for Cancer for the second half of January? What does Cancer need to know? Right, so this is the 5-cent tarot that I'm using today, and I'll be doing the 8-card spread that I normally do, with the first cards depicting you, where you are now, your situation. Oopsie, one's fallen off there. The second card, or the second 2 cards, highlighting the challenges you face at this time, or the overarching energies that have brought you to where you are. And then the next 2 cards will offer some guidance from spirits. And then the final 2 cards will reveal your possible outcome. So let's see what you get. So you start with the 8 of Needles, the 8 of Swords. That's a sense of being trapped in something, not seeing a way out of a situation, feeling that there's barriers in your way. And you've got the Knight of Buttons, about getting back on track, taking the practical steps to move something forward. Perhaps even for some of you it implies an offer. And then you've got the 5 of Cups and the Ace of Buttons. as your challenge cards. And then you've got the Emperor and Death as your guidance from Spirit. And then you've got the Seven of Matches and the Devil in your outcome cards. And then the Knight of Needles at the bottom of the deck. Let's see if I can get rid of some of that glare. I can't. I'd have to stop the reading and change the lighting, but I'll hold those cards up when we get to them. So you've underneath the deck, at the bottom of the deck, you've got the Knight of Needles. This is about finding the truth. The truth will out. The thing with the Knight of Needles, he's justified, he is full of integrity and intent, but he dashes forward without any thought about how his advance may hurt others. It's just a bit abrasive, so it's like a truth, but that may be abrasive. So, sort of makes me think immediately of the rose and thorn, something that could hurt. But you're here feeling trapped, feeling stuck in something, not seeing the way out. Although the message in the Eight of Swords, or it's called the Eight of Needles here, is that, there is a way out. You're just not seeing it. You're not seeing things in the right perspective in order to realize that you're not as trapped as you feel. And, I get a sense with next to the Knight of Buttons, it's almost like there's this opportunity presented to you, or an offer made to you that's connected with building something up, with perhaps work for some of you, or at least starting on a project that if you put your dedication and focus into and do all the practical things that need to be done, you could build something up that is solid, stable and secure, but it may take a long time. So it's almost like you have this offer, this possibility to work through something, to seek after something, to find and attain a goal, but you feel trapped, you feel bound down, unable to pursue it. And your challenges here is there's perhaps some sense of loss that you're still recovering from. The Five of Cups is about mourning. It's about having that loss, that sense of things having slipped away from you, regret, and they've written lamentation up there. Sort of like, it's about dealing with loss, the pain of loss, and that's perhaps holding you back. That's the sense I get. And it's part of your challenge. You've got this potential, you've got this seed, but you need to harness it and begin to make the practical steps to put down solid foundations and slowly build it up. It's an offer, a potential, a possibility that you need to harness and work at. And if your focus is on a sense of loss and lack, you're not going to be in the right frame of mind to pursue it, to gradually build it up. And there, you've got the architect here quietly in the background, pursuing a goal, building something up, and creating something quite beautiful. But it's a quiet, I get a sense, this potential to build this up is the making of it is something that's happening almost in the background, quietly moving forward with a sense of purpose and dedication, and just quietly getting on with it. And then you've got your guidance from Spirit, sort of shows death depicts a transcending, as something ends, something new can begin. It's sort of saying, take this loss and see it as a potential for a new beginning. See what you can start now. What possibilities are opening up to you that have come through this difficult ending. The Death card suggests you'll be able to transcend this loss and turn it into something more positive and sort of begin building up on something new, seeing a new light, opening a new door, and seizing the opportunity, the moment, the possibility. The Emperor suggests, you need to strategize and plan carefully, and that as well fits in with the way the architecture is depicted. Gradually building something up through with your intent and your sense of purpose and drive. The Emperor is all about authority and building up a domain with and thereby sort of like finding yourself stepping back into your power, feeling strong again. Other messages that come with the Emperors is sort of like the need for watchfulness and discipline. And discipline fits also with the Knight of Buttons, and he's right beneath the Knight of Buttons. It's almost like you're going to have to pull yourself together, get back on the horse, and make yourself do the small practical steps in order to build something up. And through that, you gradually move away from the sense of loss and lack as your focus is on something bigger, something that you're building up. And it brings you to a point of really digging into the building of this up, really focusing and having that commitment, that conviction to stand your ground and continue with it. It shows that although you may find challenges coming your way as you work through this, you will be on higher ground. You will have the stability and the good grounding to overcome any obstacles. You'll be able to persevere and protect whatever it is you're building, whatever your goal is. You'll be able to hold on to it no matter what obstacles or challenges come your way. And then you've got the Devil card at the end as well. It sort of shows what there does seem to be like a double-edged sword to things. I get a sense, though, really, you may come to realize that you're mourning over was actually something that had held you back, something that was very alluring and initially very attractive, but became something of a thorn in your side. And you may, with this new renewed sense of empowerment and strength that working steadily on a possibility, on a project brings you, you may be able to look back and see that you've actually freed yourself from some sort of bondage that you inadvertently got caught up in, some sort of web. So that's basically quite an interesting journey you're on. Something that initially is beautiful and alluring has caught you trapped, but there is a way out, and that is through focusing on an opportunity coming your way, an offer possibly made to you, and having the discipline and the structure to work through it in a carefully planned way, and allowing it to bring a new beginning into your life as you end something that is not as comfortable as you first thought it was, and having the good grounding and strength of character and conviction to stand steadfast on this new path, no matter what challenges come your way. So there you have it, Cancer. I hope you enjoyed your reading and that it resonates with you. And if so, please remember to hit the like, share and subscribe buttons, and enjoy the rest of the month. And God bless you till we meet again.